Dear students, we are going to start with the HTML. Already the explanation of the chapter introduction to the HTML5 is already been started. So presently we are in the web browsers. So what we know about the web browsers is that the web browser is a you can say program or the software which is designed in order to search the information whatever we input. Suppose if you put the information regarding mobile phone, it will search the mobile phone information, but that mobile phone information is being forwarded or put by someone. If someone has given the information on the mobile, then only the mobile information is coming up, that who discovered it or who it was the infected. Coronavirus. Now COVID is a very big, you can say, issue. If you want to do, any person wants to do the research on the COVID, so you can do the COVID research on the internet. But your research will be, and now you see, for searching some information, there are different web browsers. And for different web browsers are Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Apple Safari, Opera, and etc. There are more. Okay, but there are, in here it is mentioned about the limited one. Internet Explorer is who is the founder of Internet Explorer? It was invented by Microsoft. Okay, and who is the owner of the Microsoft? Bill Gates is the owner of the Microsoft. Then Google Chrome. Google Chrome also I told in the previous class. Presently we are going with the Mozilla Firefox. You see, there is a, if I explain you the web browser, that how the web browser is designed, or this is a totally software. But what you are going to do, you are creating the web pages. We are not going to do with the web. You are not going to design the web software. You are going to design the pages of the software. Understood or not? So Mozilla Firefox is a free and open source and web browser developed by the Mozilla Foundation. It is supported by the Windows, Linux, Android and OS X operating system. This browser was originally titled Phoenix, but renamed as Firebird because of the trademark problem with the Phoenix Technologies, an American software firm. Even the name Firebird provoked an intense response from the Firebird free database software project. Following this, the Mozilla Foundation stated that the browser should always bear the name Mozilla Firebird to avoid the confusion. Finally, the name was changed to Mozilla Firefox, commonly referred to the Firefox. The Firefox version 1.0 was released on 9 November 2004. On 4th October 2012, Mozilla released a preview of the Metro Interface version of the Firefox to be used with the Windows 8. So what is written there? It is a, you can say, Mozilla Firefox. Mozilla Firefox is open to all. Anybody wants to use the Mozilla Firefox, there is no restrictions, you can say. If you want to use the Mozilla Firefox, even in the mobile phone also, it is supporting the Android system also. There is an application of the Mozilla Firefox, you can download it and you can use it. You see, it is already written that the Mozilla Firefox supports Windows, then Linux, Android and OS X. Whereas in OS X or Windows or Android, you know that Play Store is there. We can download the Mozilla Firefox if you want, yes or no? And maybe you have used, some of you have already used. It is like a Fire, no? You have seen maybe Mozilla Firefox web browser, you have already seen. So the browser was originally titled Phoenix but renamed Firebird because of the trademark problem. But what is the original name of the one called Mozilla Firefox? It was a Phoenix, but later it was named as a Firebird. Why it was named as a Firebird? Because maybe from Phoenix already one name was there. You know that one thing, you know that if Apple company is there, I cannot open another Apple name company. If I open any Apple name company, the Apple company is going to case on me that why did you open Apple company? But if I open Apple company, then I need permission of the Apple company, that they should give permission, then only I can open. Understood or not? Means opening same name company is not allowed at all. In order to open the company, you should have to look that this particular name is there in the market or not. If that particular name is there in the market, then you cannot open. For this reason only, branding problem. You know the branding problem? What is branding problem? Branding problem is the problem that is, if you have any company, it should be the unique name. So Phoenix name was already there. For this reason, we have changed the name to the Mozilla. So you can see that Firebird. But again, when it means Firebird, and now who is the founder of the Firebird? The Phoenix Technologies is the founder of the Firebird. Now again, Firebird did not get any response. So the founder of the Firebird or Mozilla was bound to change the name. Did you understand? At last, they changed their name to the Mozilla Firefox in the year 9 November 2004. The first time it was changed in the 9 November 2004. Later on, again it was changed in the 4th October 2004 12 that Mozilla was released, and we have our permanent web browser. Now you see the previous version of the Mozilla Firefox was not that much facilitized, or it was not having so much facility. Now the present version of the Mozilla Firefox, you can get the YouTube in that, or even you can get the so many software which is pre-built in that. What is pre-built? Already there. If you open the Mozilla Firefox, you can read the news also. Automatically it is coming. Understood or not? But the previous version of the Mozilla Firefox did not allow this kind of things. So it was limited. For this reason, again the modification came. Still now new again update will come. Understood or not? Now Apple Safari. Safari is a web browser developed by Apple Inc. That is incorporation. INC is incorporation. Okay. Apple Inc. Apple Incorporation. Its first beta version was released on the 7th January 2003 on the company's OS X operating system. The version of the Safari for the Microsoft Windows operating system was released on the 11th June 2007. It supported the Windows XP service pack or later. It is no longer being promoted or updated. The last version of the available for Windows PC is Safari 5.1.7. So 5.1.7 it is told. Now you see Apple Safari. We know that this Apple Safari is a very rich browser. It is for a very rich person, you can say. Apple Safari is not for, you can say, poor persons at all. Because in order to run the Apple Safari, you need the Mac. That is Apple's laptop or Apple's phone even. So it was the year, you can say 2013. The date was 7th January. It was released for the first time. The Apple company was released for the first time in the operating system. That is Apple Safari. And later on, it has a modification on the 11th June 2007. You know that one thing, that software always get updated. In your mobile phone, if you see your parents' phone, okay, or if you have laptop or desktop in your house, it comes for the software to update. Update is frequently update will come. And which Windows has the most updating problem? You know, Windows 10. Windows 10 if you have, you will get so much problem. After 1 week or 2 days or 3 days, update is coming. New update is always there. Means what? Company is always doing modification with that particular software. For that reason, something is changing. So we need to change for that reason. Understood? So a new update came on the 11th June 2007, which supported the Windows XP service pack to later. It is no longer being promoted or updated. The last version available for Windows PC is Safari 5.1.7. Last version means that is the latest version. Okay, the latest version of the Apple is 5.1.7. Our next is Opera. Opera, as we know that we are using Opera Mini. Okay, so we are using the Opera or Opera Mini. So maybe the symbol of the Opera you have seen and how it is opening. But before Opera was opening like directly, if you open, I used in the year 2006. I remember the Opera opening the direct way. No, nothing was there. But now presently Opera opening in this way. No, it is like round is there. Oh, yes or no? So when we open, the water will come like this. Slowly, water will fill. Then it is going to. When it will reach up to this much, then the browser will open. So Opera 1. But before this was not there. When you like in the year 2006, when you want to open the Opera, then directly it was opening. Nothing like this symbol was there. But presently with the new update, it came changes. Many changes was made. So Opera web browser developed by the Opera Software, a Norwegian software company. You see, Norwegian is a breed name, dog's breed name. Okay, Norwegian Elkhound. I told you before, no? I told you, no. So Norwegian Elkhound, if you search in the internet, you will get a very good puppy. That not puppy, okay? I am saying about the dog puppy. So Norwegian Elkhound. Norwegian Elkhound is a dog breed's name. So why I am saying about this? Because in order to remember it quickly, If you say, sir, what did sir say about dog's breed name? Oh, not, it was Norwegian Elkhound. Okay, then I got the, you can say, software's name, that it was developed by the which company? Norwegian. So we made the fill in the blanks will come in the dash, that the Opera is web browser developed by Opera Software, a dash software company. So Norwegian software company. Okay, that is Norwegian software company. I'm repeating it again and again because in order to you should remember it. Okay, did you understand? Norwegian and software company. So Opera runs on the variety of personal computer operating system including Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, OX and Linux. Opera is offered and the free of the charge for personal or computers and the mobile phones. So you can say that the Opera is available for you can say all the operating system software. So lastly I asked one question to the previous classes that Amit their group B, no? I think so. They are group B or C. Okay. I asked them one question that what is the difference between system software and application software? Can you say that the difference between the system software and the application software? Does, again one question is there, does this whatever the operating system we are using, this is a system software or application software? Huh? So what does it say? You know that you do not have the knowledge of the software only. According to you, what is the definition of the software? You tell me. What you say, whatever the definition is. If you say wrong also, then also correct. Because at least you say. Please try to say. Try to speak.
That means that we can't touch the data, tables.
Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. Then you tell me what is the difference between. Now girls are at code. Now boys are telling me that what is the definition of the hardware then? She told me that touching one. Okay, that we can touch, we cannot touch. Is that software? But what is hardware then? Rishi, you can say. No, Rishi not Rishi. I told. You can touch. You can touch. So in the hardware we can touch. Surely. Can you give any example of the hardware? Yeah, sit down. So that is the definition is true because it is a very simple definition. With the things which are visible in our eyes. Now software is also visible, but we cannot touch the software. You see, MS Word is there. Then again, if you say about Paint, which is inside the computer, then MX Player. VLC is there. Maybe you are using VLC for watching movies. Then VLC is there. Then again, recycle bin is there. These all are what? Software. But you can see, you cannot touch. You cannot touch inside the computer. Yes or no? For this reason, it is known as software. And now hardware is what? Which is outside the computer. That is the hardware. Then this is the difference between software and hardware. Now there are two types of application, system application and software application. Okay, that is system software and application software. So what is the difference? What is the definition of the system software and application software? First of all, you should know the definition. System software, very simple. Then if I say that this one everybody knows. System software help us to run the system. Application software help us to run the application. First definition. System software help us to run the system. Application software help us to run the application. This is the first definition. Now what is the difference between the system software and the application software? The difference between the system software and the application software is that system software will help you to run. I told you run the system means what? Windows is there. Okay. If you have desktop in your house, in order to start your Windows, start your computer, if Windows is not there installed, can you start? When you see your Android phone, your mother's or your father's, how it is starting? On Android one robot is coming up. That is the symbol that Android is installed there. By looking that we can understand. That is the operating system. If what will happen that any system software application is not installed, tell me what will be the effect of it? And if any mobile phone, you have already cleared everything, what will happen? It will not become on only. blank screen will come. ID contact. Blank screen is coming. Understood or not? That time it will not become on. It will become like a torchlight. Again, you need to install. Even there are some engineers. You will take some simple phone, suppose, but you have in your house, and you can keep there. Suppose you are using the Redmi phone, or suppose you are using Samsung phone. Even in that phone only, you can install Apple software. But for that, you need to do formatting. Even that Apple Safari and Apple that Mac software can be installed in your desktop or your laptop. Can be used because but you have to do what? Formatting. Understood or not? Without system application we cannot run. Now application software are help us to run the application. Now application for example VLC, this all the application. Without application can you run listen music or can you do anything? That something no, we cannot do for this. This is the definition between this one. So opera is over. Now we learn about the HTML editors. So HTML editors, there are two types of HTML editors, that is WYSI, WYG, okay, and text editor. So you need to remember the full form of this, that WYSI, WYG. So what you see is what you get. This is actually motivation word, you can say. What you see is that what you get. So if you see your book properly daily, if you read your copies and books properly, so what will become? You will get a very good marks. And if you do not have any contact with your book or copies, you will not get any good marks. So what you see is what you get. Now you can, some person who is a positive can take this term in a positive way, and the person who is negative will take this term in a negative. So Microsoft font Adobe Dreamweaver are two popular WYSI, WYG HTML editors. The two main advantages of WYSI, WYG HTML editors are website can be created easily, quickly. You can also write there easily or quickly. Okay, the website can be created easily or quickly. Then knowledge of HTML text or the commands is not required. That one you tick. Okay, you see that one you tick and write the answer number 1C. 1C. That one you tick and write answer number 1C. You are not feeling bored now? Then text editors, you can also create the HTML document with the Notepad, Word or any type of text editors, or however this is a case you need to be familiar with the HTML coding. So in order to create your HTML document, you should know what? Notepad. Yes, Notepad you should be installing Notepad should be there. Now, next is what? Creating a basic HTML program, where for creating this, let us see how you can create the basic web page program. And for creating that one web page program, what you need to do? See, don't see the book. Look here, listen. Without help looking the book, you tell me what are the steps to open the Notepad. No need to learn. Okay, see, no need to learn. If I ask you the steps to open the Notepad, first you will go to where? Start. That is Windows screen. Yes or no? You will get the Windows screen in this way. Yes. First start. Then all programs. Then accessories. Then you get the Notepad. As the Notepad will open, the first thing what you need to do is that it is not mentioned here. But for your just practical, I am saying. First thing what you will do, you will save it. Control S or file save. Save it in your name.html. Remember, you have to give what? .html in saving time. When you save the document now, then you have to give the .html. Remember, whatever your name is, your name .html. Okay, you need to save in this name. You need to type name.html, because if you do not get HTML, then this program will not run. Simply it will become like reminder. chart will come. There's something shopping is there created. So if you want to make web browser, you have to keep what .html. On the desktop you see, then it will create now like a Chrome or Opera, like this will come. Okay, the first step is this. Secondly, again when you start typing, so in the tab, while you type, what is the first thing you are going to do? Okay, you will do one thing from the boys side. Okay, will give me one question, and on that, based on that, I will prepare the web page. On the girl side, you give me one question on the that page, on that topic only, I will create the web page, not on the book, because book is already there only, na. So I will create the web page based on that. So you tell me any topic boys side. Say any topic you give for that. You say the question according to your own. You say you tell me one question. Okay, from boys side you tell me one question, and from girl side you tell me one question. I'll not waste time. Tell first. You have the opportunity. You can say. Think of that. Because, and this is what this is called. This is called the construction of the HTML program. So what you are going to do, you are going to construct the HTML program. Listen, when you get the question paper in the metric, this is very essential. Okay, HTML should be very clear, because this is going to be needed in class 10, and that time you will say I did not understand HTML. Then teacher will think that class 9, whoever had taught that did not explain properly. Or if you cannot do HTML in that Joruram school, Joruram, no? Yes or no? If you do not do, cannot do that practical in that school, then there also they will say that what kind of person they are, they cannot do practical. So practical and theory should be there. Listen, what you need to do, they will give you question paper and you need to write in a theoretical way. Question, like you are giving question to me, na? They will also give you question, and that time computer will not be there in front of you. First of all, you need to write the program in the piece of paper, and the program which you have written, they will take you in the practical room. You have to sit and you have to check that whatever you have written that is correct or not. So that time you will get confused. So learn to create your program in the offline mode, also in the computer. Theoretically, you have to do also with your pen. You have to write the program, whatever questions may come. Like for example, first question I am saying, create a HTML program where the data of the classroom should be there, or the name of the student should be there. First question. So for that reason, what I will do? Name of the student should be there. No. So for that reason, what I will do? So first thing what I will do? You see, there are container elements. Container elements means the whatever will come inside this. Again, I will close this one. This is what container. You have to write a program using this. Understood or not? This is the container element. Container. And the best example which I can give you is that suppose you have, you know that pickle. Your mother is cooking of pickle in your home. So one jar is there. Yes, this is a jar. You can jar. Okay, container. Container is there. The container lid is open, and after entering the things, you have to close the thing. Container element became. This is the best example to understand. Understood or not? So this is the, and there is also open element. Now what is the open element? That does not have this tag. This tag. Only this one it has. This is the open element. And container is which one? Which one has the closed tag? Now for example, here what will come? HTML and HTML. This is a container element. Now between what will come? The program. Whatever you will write. Yes or no? Understood? Or you are confused? You have any question on this? You you have any question on this? So this is clear, no? One program I'll write. Want to learn one program?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Okay, one program you do. Okay. So it will make it clear. I know Barry is already ran, but I will teach you one program at least. Please do, because this thing is required in your classes also. So let's do one program. Very simple. In here, suppose this is your computer screen. I'll write the program here. Program I'll write here, and the computer screen is here. Output will come here. Means as I will write the program, I will give the output here. Understood or not? So both the effects you can see. If whatever you are going to type, the output is going to come here. And you need to save this file in what name? .html. Remember. So what is the first thing what you are going to do? Is that suppose this is what? This is what? In here what will come? The like this. Then this is the minimize, maximize, then close button. Then here file will come. Yes. In here now listen. This tag is now this is a blank. No. In here also name will come. Whatever you have saved .html you have given. Suppose you have given class 9. Class 9.html. Title came. Got that one? Now again let's start. HTML. The program I am writing. Okay. Started. Appended. HTML. Head. In the head whatever you want to give, class 9. Then head close. Then again next title. Then title close. But in here what? Students. Then title close. Then again what? Body. Listen. Our head part, you see our human body only. Our head part contains the information, yes, and our body contains the detail. This is a very simple. You need to understand this thing in this way, so that you can remember it easily. So body will contain the information. Whatever the information you are looking at in the web page, some details are coming, like COVID information will come. Where it is, you have to construct this one in here. That if you want that V. I am writing, okay? V. In here you can do one thing. V. Okay. Let's start. We are the. Now student particularly I want to give in bold letter. Particularly the student. Okay. So we are the students. Then what you have to do? Bold. B. B tag you have to use. B. Then students. Now B is a container.
Sir, you don't have to type.
Okay. Thank you. So we are the students. B is the container. So particularly this word students you want in the bold letter, no? For this reason B I am closing. We are the students of now class 9 I want it italic. Italic you understood na? The slanting handwriting. Then give I. Italic ITLIC. Italic spelling. Then always remember, it is very easy to remember. If you ask me, did I learn this text? No. I did not learn this text. Why? Because only the first word you remember. First alphabet. Bold B. I italic I. Underline U. Understood or not? So italic class 9. Now class 9 will come in the italic I. Understood? We are the students of class 9. Now body you close, or if you want to give now next paragraph, change the paragraph. Then what you have to do? Paragraph tag you have to use. T. This is the open element, not container. Close tag is not there in paragraph. Okay? Paragraph close tag is not there. We we are the students of class 9 studying computer. Now I am going to show you the output. Okay, what will come. Now you have to close this one body, then HTML. The thing which you are to open was class. Now listen, this is clear. On the output I will show you. Okay, output will come like this. Class 9 had already came, okay, with the title which you have saved. Understood or not? In here, dot 2 times or 1 time will come HTML. Then in here will come in body we are the students will come in B, bold letter like this. Students, you will understand. Students of. Then class will come in this 91. CLASS. Class then 9. This come in this 91. Okay, this one and this one you have to see. Class 9. Okay, then this paragraph is we start studying. We will start from here. Understood or not? New paragraph. Studying computer. Understood? Now, you understood this one? Wait. Now, class 9. You understood?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Understood? Because of this tag, no? Italic, bold. Understood or not? Whenever you use this or in the container from here to here, only this particular word you want bold letter, then bold tag you can use D. Okay? Last one easy thing I am saying. Remember, I asked my computer teacher that can we write these codes together without giving enter? This question may come to you in your mind. Then why the enter is required in each and every? I am writing it together because once I wrote also, and I see that program is running. Not coming anything. Program is running, no problem. Understood or not? Then I asked my computer teacher that why this enter is required. Simply giving enter. Then computer teacher told that if we do not give enter here, our programs will be not visible or not clear. Okay, for that reason, for clarity it is required. Okay, thank you.